Right now, this is Ticker News Insight.
Hello and welcome back to Ticker News Insight, where we are looking to focus on the best of business with very clever people joining me from right around the world. I'm your host, Mike Loder, and to our latest story. And with more than 18 years of information security and technology experience across technical and operation areas, my next guest is joining us to speak about security and what it means, and to bring the PASTA process for attack simulation and threat assessment to our attention today. I'd like to welcome Tony to the program. It's good to see you, Tony.
It's great to be on. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No worries at all. So you're coming to us from VerSprite. Talk to us a little bit about how the company was created.
It's a unique name. VerSprite was actually a name that means authentic or true-spirited. Sprite is actually Greek, and Greek for spirit, and ver is a stem in Latin for truth. I was a senior director at a Fortune 50, and I ordered a lot of consulting services. And I was looking for a lot more tailored solutions, a lot more authentic solutions to technology, cybersecurity. So I just started to start my own business. And 16 years later, here we are with, close to 70 employees worldwide.
Incredible stuff. So let's talk a little bit about how you created the PASTA book and where you got the idea from as well. Take us through a bit about this.
Sure. So I'm a bit of a risk nerd, and what that means is simply, when you're in cybersecurity, you have to tell the business, you really have to be concerned about all these hackers that are out there trying to get access to information and infrastructure. So PASTA is an acronym that stands for the Process for Attack Simulation and Threat Analysis. And it's a 7-step methodology aimed to show how an application, an organization, or a network environment can act compromise, and also, most importantly, what types of risks it has against the organization. So that's why it's called a risk-centric approach to threat modeling.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about how you're going to handle your upcoming second book. Take us through a bit about that.
Well, so the first book was done in conjunction with a co-author from London. He was an SVP for Citigroup. And Wiley Life Sciences in New York said, you know what, your book did pretty good, let's do a part 2. So they're looking for us to do a second edition with a lot more examples. In today's day and age in technology, you have cloud, right? You have SaaS providers, you have Amazon, Azure, you have Google Cloud. And so there's a lot of complexities in today's technology, IoT devices, right? Embedded devices and things like that. The second book is going to add a lot more examples on basically how to do application or system threat modeling. And the goal with this is so that companies and architects, developers have a blueprint to understand what should I be concerned about from a model of threats. So that's really what the second book's going to be focusing on. The first book was kind of a beefy one of 750 pages. This one's going to be an easy read of about 325. So it should be, it should be a lot more easier on the eyes.
A suitable companion to your first work. But let's talk a little bit about the future of the company. We're entering into a brand new year. What's next for you and the team?
So, I think in the news, there's been a lot of talk of AI, right? This chat GPT phenomenon that's out there, this project that is, providing artificial intelligence to answer any type of question. So that relates to the future of the company, not specifically that tool, but in cybersecurity, multinational corporations, enough time, they don't have enough people, and there's way too many attacks that are happening against their infrastructure. So automation is important. Solid information to be able to triage and to make decisions on is critical. So definitely there's going to be, for the company, a bigger focus on machine learning and artificial intelligence. We've been doing business with over 400 global companies. And so we have a good sense of what are some predictive actions and inputs and outputs that go into different security activities for some of these organizations. But we want to be able to leverage now the power of machine learning to look at these data sets and say, what do you see? Where is there a pattern that we can help to provide a secret sauce, a catalyst, right? So that companies can be scalable in the realm of cybersecurity.
Yeah, it's only going to get faster and more effective, hopefully, as well. But Tony, if people want to find out a bit more, where can they find you?
Absolutely. So I'm on Twitter. I go by T0NYUV. I'm also on LinkedIn. Easy to find Tony UV. I have a couple of YouTube presentations out there if people want to be able to learn more about risk or PASTA or threat modeling, cybersecurity. And then overall, a great source of information is our website, www.versprite.com.
Perfect. Well said by you, Tony Velez. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, and hopefully we can connect again down the track.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All the best. And of course, thank you to all of you for tuning in. I hope you've learned something from my discussion with Tony there. Be sure to head to tickernews.co for more, and I will, of course, see you again very soon.